Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today we're starting a new mini-series, and by mini-series I mean it is kind of a long series, it's like 5 movies, but they are requested series, so if you have a series you want me to watch, drop in the comments below. But I asked for requests and people were like, Pirates of the Caribbean, and I was like, I'm just gonna do all of them then. If you request, like, Back to the Future, I'm not gonna not watch the other two. So every Friday we're gonna be watching every single Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I bought them all on Blu-ray, so that's pretty cool. But today we're gonna be talking about the first one, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, was released in 2003. It was written by Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio, and directed by Gore Verbinski. Now, this movie was very fun. That is, like, the first thing I want to say. Is like, it's fun. It's very fun. First of all, no spoilers, of course. There are no spoilers on my channel. I forbid it. But I do want to talk a little bit about the ending. I might have a spoiler warning later. I don't think I will, but it's possible, okay? Give me a break. Essentially, the idea of the film is that we have this Captain Jack Sparrow, and he is trying to get his boat back, which is the Black Pearl, which is this weird, mythic ship. And Jack is like, it's my ship! And so he tries to get it back, and then trouble ensues when Will Turner is... like, he's a pirate, kind of, but he's not a pirate, he's a blacksmith. And Elizabeth is like, I'm a princess. And then she gets, like, taken by the weird zombie horde, which I'll get there in a second. And trouble ensues when they realize that this horde of zombies is trying to remove the curse of the Black Pearl. Which, I don't know why it's called Curse of the Black Pearl when it really doesn't have anything to do about the Black Pearl itself. It has to do with these Mayan people, I guess, who, like, invaded this city, which is cool. It's a cool idea for a movie. I like the idea, but I don't get why it's called Curse of the Black Pearl when the Black Pearl, really, it's not the curse. The curse is not on the Black Pearl. It did not come from the Black Pearl, or at least it was not explained to me that way from the movie. The cool part about this film is that, like, half of the people are zombies, and it's fun to not know which one is a zombie, which one's not a zombie. But they're only zombies in the moonlight, which is very convenient for the filmmakers. But still, I really liked it. It's a really cool idea. I've seen this movie before. Like, once. And that was, before I started the YouTube channel, I was like, I want to watch all of these movies. And then I watched the first one, and then I was like, okay, and then I didn't do any other ones. This time, no. We're doing all of them. We're doing all of them. I don't even care. We're doing all of them. This one was really, really fun, and I think the main reason why it's so fun was the characters are so good. I mean, we have Johnny Depp, of course, as Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm a huge Johnny Depp fan. Amber Heard can go die. Not literally, don't take it literally. I mean, I don't like her. I don't want her to win the case. I want her to, like, lose and then not have a job anymore, but I don't want her to die. But, like, just don't take it seriously. But I love Johnny Depp, and I hope that he gets all the roles he deserves back. And I hope that Fantastic Beasts rehires him. I mean, they're not going to, but I hope that they do. Orlando Bloom, which is arguably the best part of The Lord of the Rings, is also in this film as Will Turner, and I think that he was absolutely great. I think he's better here than he was in Lord of the Rings as Legolas. I think his character just has, like, this really cool motive behind it, where, like, he's a blacksmith, and he's only, like, kind of a pirate, and he's kind of learning to become a pirate, or at least learning if he is a pirate or not. And then, of course, we have Keira Knightley, who does not look a lot like Keira Knightley in this film, as Elizabeth. And she's, awesome, she's gorgeous, and she's a fantastic actress, and I love her accent. Her accent's amazing. And it's great. It's a really great trio of actors that I hope are in all the movies, even though I know they're not. I think they're only, like, the first 3. I know they're in the first 2 at least, which is nice, but I know they're not in the last 2, so I'm like, ugh, that's sad. But that's what really makes this movie for me, I think, is, like, the really great characters. I mean, we have Johnny Depp, who's just flaring around and, like, being a funny pirate. And then, of course, Orlando Bloom, who's like, I'm not a pirate, but he secretly is a pirate. And then Keira Knightley, who's just a princess that just happens to be in the middle of this and this weird love thing with Orlando Bloom that honestly works better than I thought it was going to work. So good for them. That being said, there are problems with the movie, of course. First of all, one of those problems I'm surprised to say is not the CGI. Okay, the CGI is actually pretty good for it being 2003. It aged very well, considering that there are zombies that you can basically see through for half of the film. So good for you. Bad parts of the film. The main issue is that it's like 2.5 hours long. Okay, that's like the main issue. And with that comes the pacing issue of, like, we really move along, and then we kind of slow down. We really move along, and then we slow down. And it's like, I guess the filmgoers were like, well, the filmmakers were like, we need to make this a little bit longer because we want it to be a little bit longer. And they're like, but story. They're like, no, don't longer. And they're like, okay. Like one of the big parts for me in the first movie, like the first time I watched the first movie, was Tortuga, right? Which is when they go to Tortuga and like they have this like weird little village thing. I didn't like that part the first time, and I didn't like it this time either. I think it's kind of necessary, but like it's just long and it feels very dragged out. And that's like the real problem with the thing is when they're not trying to be funny or not trying to be serious, it gets this like weird, gross mix of both that doesn't really work for me in this film. It works in other films that Disney's done, so good for you. But like it doesn't work in this film. You have to be either very funny or very like action adventure-y. And when they try to do both, it doesn't really work unless it's Johnny Depp like sword fighting someone, and then it's like really funny. But I find it interesting that like not every time there's a joke, it's funny. Like there are jokes and they're not really that funny, but I think they're funny because they're not funny. So maybe it's just because this movie's aged very well. I don't know, but I liked it. Okay, I liked it a lot. And overall, I mean, it's a fun movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I mean, it's on Disney Plus probably. I have it on Blu-ray. It's probably, I say probably. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty confident that it's on Disney Plus. But I like the film. I like it a lot. It's very fun. I'm very excited for the other 4, although I've heard they get worse. I've seen Dead Man's Chest like once, but that was like when I was like 0, so I don't really remember any of that, but I'm excited to watch it. So if you're interested in watching me do the rest of the series, definitely subscribe and we'll come back every Friday. I have other series going on every single other day, but you know, if this is one that you're interested in, then you know, subscribe. But I think I'm going to go ahead and give Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl an A. Very, very fun movie. It's one of the movies that I will rewatch, and it's also based on a Disney World ride that I went on. It was super fun and very well done. I mean, some of the parts of the movie are literally taken from the ride, which I thought was really cool. And of course, with the recent Jungle Cruise, I mean, it kind of, you know, it's fun to revisit another movie about kind of the same idea. So I thought it was fun. If you haven't seen it, watch it. If you have, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the movie. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Will you ever not watch it again? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I like talking to you guys. So definitely do that. Don't forget to subscribe once we hit 150. If we have not already by the time this video is released, I will be dressing up like Spider-Man and going to Walmart. If you want to see that, which we all know you do, subscribe. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.